A Bookworm's Journey in the Cardinal World. Tensura X Ascendance of a Bookworm by Galaxycharmer123. 9-man and monster summit. 1/3 person POV. The atmosphere in Tempest was vibrant and bustling with excitement. The citizens were eagerly preparing for a grand feast to celebrate their victory over the nations of Farmus and Arenfest. Rimuru had shared the news of the revival of the storm dragon, Veldora, who had declared Rimuru his sworn brother and ally. This revelation sent waves of excitement through the monster community, as their leader's connection to the legendary dragon was a source of immense pride. A massive pot was being boiled, and business was booming as merchants traded happily, seizing the opportunity for great commerce during the lantern. Alright, Lutz, today we will explore the market of Tempest and learn about it. We need to understand what the people like, the various prices, and how much we can earn entering by this market. You will follow me today to learn about Tempest's market conditions. As merchants, it is imperative we do our research. Benno included his apprentice, Lutz. They were planning to open a shop in Tempest and were keen to understand the current market trends. Apparently, they use a different mode of currency called points to buy and sell goods, but it shouldn't be a problem for us since they still use normal currency for trade with the outside world. We can exchange our points for coins at an exchange center. Apparently, 1,000 points is equivalent to 1 dwarven gold coin, Benno explained. Teacher, in which area should we conduct our market research today? Lutz asked, eager to learn. The clothes and ornaments market, as well as the books market, Benno replied, his eyes scanning the bustling streets. Do we still have to rely on mine with us? It was her ideas that ultimately helped us grow this much. But from what I hear, she will be staying here as she has turned into a demi-spirit. Lutz inquired, concerning about their future plans. We don't need to worry about that. Mine is a person who will not leave her acquaintances so easily, so it should be fine, Benno reassured him. Now, let's go out there and learn how we can make some money here, Benno said, leading the way into the heart of the market. Elsewhere, Rimuru and Benimaru were preparing for a different kind of challenge. Benimaru had made a deal with Rimuru that upon his ascension, he would ask him to repeat a sentence to ensure he was still sane. Shien's cooking is crap, Benimaru urged, a mischievous glint in his eyes. Rimuru, when asked to repeat it, said it in such a way that Benimaru found himself caught in Shien's wrath. But he wasn't willing to face it alone and dragged Rimuru along to taste Shien's cooking. Why am I here? Rimuru asked, bewildered. It is dangerous to go into battle alone, Benimaru replied, a hint of humor in his voice. Do you want me to die? Rimuru retorted, exasperated. Perhaps by some miracle, it will taste good, Benimaru suggested, though his tone lacked conviction. Not even miracles can save us, Benimaru. Let us say our prayers, Rimuru sighed, resigned to their fate. As they were saying their prayers, they were joined by mine. Hello there, Rimuru. What are you doing here? Mine asked, her voice cheerful and oblivious to the tension. Oh, hello, mine. Are you here to taste my cooking? I am a very good chef, Shien chimed in, her enthusiasm undeterred. Ooh, how nice. Of course, I will join you, mine replied, her cheerfulness contrasting with the apprehension of Rimuru and Benimaru. As she sat down with Rimuru, he decided to speak. Hello there, mine. Ready to experience the afterlife with us? We are going to die here today, right, Benimaru? Yes, I am happy to have someone join us on this journey, Benimaru added, his tone mock serious. You are exaggerating. How bad can it be? Mine asked, skeptical. You have no idea, Rimuru and Benimaru replied in unison. What is that? Is that food? My analyze and assess is telling me it is food, but it looks like a deadly concoction to me. What is that? Mine exclaimed, eyeing the dish warily. Welcome to hell. Today is the day we die. Well, for you, it is the second time, but whatever, Rimuru quipped, trying to lighten the mood. As Rimuru, Benimaru, and mine looked at the concoction served to them, mine decided to speak up. Shien-san, I am sorry to inform you, but that is not cooking. What are you saying, mine? Have it. I promise it tastes good, Shien insisted, her confidence unwavering. Mine decided to at least try it. How does this taste so good despite looking awful? She wondered aloud, surprised by the flavor. What? Are you sure you are sane? Rimuru asked, standing up in disbelief. Yes, it tastes fine. While it looks like something you would serve to your worst enemies, it looks like crap, but it tastes good, Mine confirmed, her expression a mix of confusion and relief. Rimuru and Benimaru decided to try it and were equally surprised by the taste. Wow, this tastes so good despite looking like crap, Rimuru admitted, astonished. Yes, we don't have to leave for the afterlife after we have it, Benimaru cheered, relieved. But Mine was not satisfied. Shion-san, I am sorry to say it, but no normal person will eat your cooking, she pointed out, her tone gentle but firm. What are you saying? I used my skill, chef, to cook it, and I am sure it tastes good, Shion defended, her confidence unshaken. Try to do the cooking without using your skill. Have you ever tried your cooking before? Mine challenged, her eyes meeting Shion's. No, I haven't. Why should I? I know it tastes good, Shion replied, puzzled. Let us have ourselves a challenge. If you win, I will never again speak ill about your cooking and have it every single day of my life. Conversely, if I win, you will abandon your cooking techniques and learn from me how to cook. Deal? Mine proposed, her voice steady. Deal? I'll show you how good my cooking is, Shion accepted, her competitive spirit ignited. Also, the usage of skills is prohibited. We will use our techniques and experience to cook our dishes, Mine added, setting the terms. Alright, I am confident that I will win. Rimuru-sama, Benimaru, please serve as judges, Shion requested, her determination unwavering. I also would like to inform the head priest to serve as a judge, Mine added, ensuring fairness. The challenge commenced, and needless to say, Shion lost with a 3-0 verdict. Ferdinand had some choice words to say to her. I am never going to voluntarily have something that will kill me, he remarked, his tone blunt. Shion was seen on her knees, unable to accept the situation. No, it can't be. Is my food that bad, Rimuru-sama? She asked, her voice filled with disbelief. Instead of replying, Rimuru just stayed silent, his expression sympathetic. Why don't you have what Mine cooked up? It's chicken, and it tastes extremely good, Benimaru suggested, trying to comfort her. I will not lie. Your food tastes like crap, and many people were on the verge of death because of it. Try to learn from her what it means to cook, Ferdinand advised, his tone firm but kind. Shion decided to try Mine's cooking and was surprised by how good it tasted in contrast to her own dish, which she could not even swallow. Shion, learning from the experience, walked up to Mine and said, Thank you for opening my eyes to how to cook food. Don't worry, I will keep my promise. From here on out, I will abandon my cooking techniques and learn from you how to cook. Please treat me well, sensei. I will. Thank you, Mine replied, her smile warm and encouraging. And with that, the celebration came to an end. The next day, Ferdinand left for Ehrenfest and Diablo set off towards Farmus. The prisoners were left as simple boxes of meat after Shion's torture, and Diablo was having a headache figuring out how to cure them. Mine's mother, Effa, also went to bring back Gunther, their father, who was eagerly waiting for news about his daughter. Benno approached Rimuru to ask for permission to open a business in Tempest. He was handed a form to fill out, as well as low-interest loans to kickstart his new venture. The following day, refugees from the Beast Kingdom made their way to Tempest. Leading them were the 3 Beastketeers. We, the 3 Beastketeers, request an audience with Rimuru Tempest, ruler of the Jurid Tempest Federation, they announced, their voices filled with urgency. What is the purpose of your visit? Rigard inquired, his tone formal. Our nation has been destroyed by Demon Lord Milam Nava, the Destroyer. We are here to ask for refugee status, they explained, their expression somber. Understood. Follow me, Rigard said after confirming their purpose. Soon, they met with Rimuru Tempest and recounted their harrowing tale of how Milam Nava had attacked their nation and their leader, Carrion, had died fighting her. Carrion-sama was fighting her when suddenly she equipped armor. She also had her god-class weapon, Asura, which easily destroyed our master's weapon. She then fired a huge Drago Nova, which destroyed our capital. Our master survived but was caught by Demon Lord Frey, the Sky Queen, they recounted, their voices filled with sorrow. I understand, but I don't know why Milam would attack your nation. It's not like she would gain anything from it, Rimuru mused, his brow furrowed in thought. We don't know, but we do know that Frey and Milam went to the puppet nation of Gistov, Demon Lord Clayman's marionette master, domain, they added, their voices tinged with uncertainty. So it is Clayman pulling the strings, huh? Rimuru concluded, his expression thoughtful. What about the refugees, Rigurd? Are they safe and provided a place to set up camp? Rimuru inquired, his concern evident. Preparations have been made, and they are already starting, Rigurd confirmed, his tone reassuring. Very well. We will conduct a conference in a few hours. Please attend the meeting, Rimuru instructed, his voice steady. Understood, Lord Rimuru, the Beastketeers replied in unison, their resolve firm as they moved out. With the meeting set, Rimuru prepared to address the challenges ahead, determined to protect his people and forge a path to peace amidst the chaos. Rimuru's Pav was deep in thought, contemplating how to respond to Clayman's machinations. He had already caused significant trouble for us, orchestrating the Orc Lord's attack on the forest of Jura, inciting Falmouth to wage war against us, and now Milam's assault on Eurazania. What could he possibly be planning? Do you have any clue, Raphael? I inquired, seeking insight from my trusted skill. Notice. Based on current information, a definitive answer cannot be reached. I understand, but we should still be prepared for anything, I resolved, knowing that vigilance was key. I was informed that Fuse had arrived to offer assistance in accordance with our treaty with Bloomond. I have come to fulfill our obligation according to the treaty we signed. Though not much, we are ready to fight Pharmas's forces, Fuse declared, his determination evident. There is no need, they have already been defeated by the Storm Dragon, Veldora Tempest, I replied, a smile playing on my lips. Veldora? Are you saying he has been revived? Fuse asked, astonishment in his voice. Yes, I confirmed, the smile widening. Suddenly, I sensed forces approaching Tempest from the air. I immediately went outside to confront them. To my surprise, it was Gazel Dwargo, king of the armed nation of Dwargon. I approached him and greeted him warmly. Greetings, King Gazel. To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit? I inquired, curious about his arrival. Stop with your formal tone. We both know you're faking it. This is an informal meeting, so don't be too on guard, Gazel replied, a hint of amusement in his voice. Very well. So why have you come? I asked, relaxing my demeanor. To see for myself the newly awakened demon lord in the flesh. You really have a tendency to cause chaos in the world, you know, Gazel remarked, his eyes twinkling with mirth. I had my reasons to do it. We are having a meeting with the delegates from the animal kingdom of Eurazania. Will you attend? I invited, hoping to include him in the discussions. Good, I will attend this conference, Gazel agreed, nodding. Suddenly, his attention shifted to the forest, where hooded elves began to emerge. Greetings, Demon Lord Rimuru Tempest. I am Archduke Errold from the Sorcerer Dynasty Sarian. I have but one question for you. Do you know Ellen? Errold inquired, his tone formal. Yes, I know her. She is currently here. Do you want to meet her? I offered, curious about his intentions. I knew it. You are the demon who corrupted my dear daughter, Ellen. I will not leave you, Errold exclaimed, beginning to charge up a spell. Raphael, is that magic dangerous? I asked, assessing the situation. Notice. The individual in question appears to be bluffing. I stood my ground, unfazed, when Ellen appeared and smacked her father with her staff. Papa, what are you doing here? Attacking Rimuru-san all of a sudden. I was enjoying myself when mine came and informed me some elves had come to visit, Ellen scolded, her tone exasperated. Ah, Ellen, how are you? It has been a long time since you went back home. Won't you come back? Errold asked, his voice softening. No, I am enjoying my life as an adventurer here in Tempest. I don't want to leave, Ellen replied, her resolve firm. Errold seemed heartbroken, and Ellen introduced him to us. Sorry about that, Rimuru-san. This person here is my father. Well, it's nice to meet you, Sir Errold, I greeted, extending a hand. Errold will do fine, but call me by my title in public, he replied, shaking my hand. All right, now why have you come here? I asked, curious about his visit. I have two reasons. First, to try and bring Ellen back home, and second, to act as an official representative of Her Majesty Elmentia El Rusarian, ruler of our nation, to assess you, the newest awakened demon lord, Errold explained, his tone diplomatic. Okay, I understand. Is there anything else you want to know? I inquired, ready to address any concerns. Yes, simply, who is that tall person with blonde hair reading a book? I can sense a huge amount of magicules from him, though it appears to be restrained. And who is that girl over there flying? She seems to be half human, half spirit. A very rare existence not seen since ancient times, Harold asked, his curiosity piqued. Very well, I will let them introduce themselves, I replied, gesturing for Veldora and mine to join us. Ooh, you two, come over here and introduce yourselves, I called, my tone firm. Do I really need to? Veldora grumbled, reluctant to leave his book. Yes, you do. If you don't, I'll take away your manga and your library, I threatened, knowing his weaknesses. This seemed to get them on guard, and they immediately came up to me. Hello, I am Storm Dragon Veldora Tempest. It is nice to meet you. Kuhahahahahahahahah, Veldora declared, his laughter booming. Hello, my name is Mine. It is very nice to meet you all, Mine said, bowing gracefully. To say they were surprised was an understatement. Gazel and Harold were left completely speechless, and Fuse fainted on the spot. The Beastketeers trembled with excitement and immediately went to challenge Veldora. Rimuru, we need to have a discussion about this in private, Gazel insisted, his tone serious. Likewise, I also want to know why there is the storm dragon Veldora and a half-spirit present, Harold added, his curiosity unabated. They were ganging up on me, leaving me with little choice. Alright, fine, I conceded, agreeing to their demands. May I also attend? Mine asked, her voice eager. I see no problem. The more, the merrier, I replied, welcoming her presence. We switched places, and I informed them about everything that had happened up to this point. How I came here from another world, how I met Veldora, why I massacred the people, and how I planned to deal with the situation. I see, so that is what happened. You were also responsible for the disappearance of the storm dragon. You really have a knack for causing problems, you know that, Gazel remarked, his tone a mix of admiration and exasperation. Really, because of your actions, the entire world was thrown into chaos, and now you did it again by becoming a demon lord. Really, what a troublesome situation, Harold added, shaking his head. I don't understand how it is troublesome for you, though, I asked, curious about his perspective. It was Ellen who informed you about the secret art of revival and how to become a demon lord. This will tarnish her reputation, as she will be known as the one who led to the rise of the newest awakened demon lord, Harold explained, his concern is evident. About that, you don't need to worry. I have already prepared a story to act as a cover, I assure him, confident in the plan. Ooh, I want to hear it, Gazel said, interestedly. So do I, Harold added, his interest piqued. I then explained how they planned to blame the massacre on Storm Dragon Veldora and present Rimuru as the savior who swooped in to save the king, Viscount Gerlach, and the magician. The problem will be blamed on Veldora, and everyone will walk away free. I can get behind this story. Ellen will not be blamed, and we come out unscathed. Although I want to ask, is it you who thought it up? Harold inquired, impressed. No, it was Ferdinand, the head priest of the church in Ehrenfest and the Ob's younger brother, I clarify, giving credit where it was due. Him. He is very shrewd, so this is not surprising. But why is he cooperating with you? Harold asked, curious about Ferdinand's motives. He wants to make it up to us for his duchy causing us so much trouble, so that I will be lenient during our negotiations with Ehrenfest when they become a vassal state of ours, I explained, understanding Ferdinand's position. I understand. So now, Mind telling us about how you came to be a demi-spirit? Harold asked, turning his attention to Mine. Mine decided to speak up. I was dead, and my soul was left wandering when suddenly I was transported to a different dimension where I met Lord Lumineus. Our talk is top secret, and I am not allowed to divulge it. After our talk was completed, I felt really tired and was awakened as a demi-spirit with the help of Lord Rimuru, who revived me. The fire spirit Ifrit decided to merge with me, because of which I became a demi-spirit, Mine explained, her voice steady. Come again? Ifrit, the greater fire spirit? They rival in power to Demon Lord Seeds and are not to be taken lightly, and he merged with you? Why? Harold asked, astonished. He had some reasons which I am not allowed to share by his request, Mine replied, her tone firm. But, Harold began, but Mine cut him off. I am not allowed to say it, Archduke Errol, mine said, glaring and releasing her aura a little to intimidate him. I understand. I will relay as such to our ruler, Errol conceded, backing down. On another note, mine, when are you going to tell your family members about your immortality? They need to know about it, you know, I reminded her gently. I know. This is my second family, and I don't want to commit the same mistake I made during my first life, mine admitted, her voice tinged with regret. Mind telling us about your previous life? I asked, curious about her past. Very well, mine agreed, her voice steady. Mine then told us her story about how she was obsessed with books, neglecting her parents and friends, and how she died buried under a pile of books. I have a second chance in this life, and I don't want to mess it up again, mine concluded, her resolve clear. I nodded in understanding but still responded, I understand. How about this? You get adopted as the Archduke's daughter. I will transform the Archduke's immediate family into demi-spirits so that they may reign over the duchy for all eternity, and you will be my eyes and ears over there to ensure they don't commit a stupid mistake again. Also, you will gain a new family and be allowed to keep contact with your old family, I proposed, offering the same solution I had given before but with the addition of turning the family into demi-spirits. But then I need to leave my family behind. I don't want to do that, mine said, tears in her eyes. Mine, trust me, you will be far more lonely in the next 100 years or so after all your family and friends will die of old age. This is more of an option for you to make a new family with whom you can share your worries, I explained, my voice gentle. Can't you turn my family into demi-spirits? With all your powers? I know you can, mine pleaded, her voice hopeful. I can't. Their bodies and souls are too fragile and don't possess a strong will like you do. I can only say that your sister Tuli satisfies the requirements, I replied, my tone apologetic. This is also for your family's security, mine, as many people will come after your parents to take advantage of you by kidnapping them. This is also for their safety, you know, I added, hoping to reassure her. Mine seemed to relax after hearing my arguments. I need to think about it for some time, she finally said, her voice contemplative. Ahem, it seems like you forgot we were also present, you know. Rimuru, you really should watch your surroundings, you know that, Gazel interjected, his tone teasing. I was flushed with embarrassment. Raphael, why didn't you stop me? I asked, chiding my skill. Notice. Need not identified. You're playing with me, aren't you? I accused, feeling a bit exasperated. It's just your imagination, master. Right, there's your signature line, which you used to say when you were a great sage. Really, has your behavior not changed? Notice. I was created as an evolution of great sage, and I don't possess any emotions. Right, whatever you say, I thought, shaking my head. Very well, mine, but you have time until Ehrenfest's Ob comes to meet me, I said, giving her space to decide. I understand, mine replied, her voice steady. Now, let's go back and continue our summit, I announced, ready to face the challenges ahead.